honestly not often enough that I get to play my regular opening theme, right? And I do enjoy Mario Kart Super Circuit. Alright, well, I suppose it was only a matter of time, right? I ask again, though, why am I doing this? Alright, well. Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, first and foremost. Cap layers, main cam, turn off the Marin logo. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Listen to memes. Any spoilers for this? The thing is... Oh, there it is. All right, well. No, don't block the program. All right. Let's see. Cap chat, Discord, main cam, game capture. Is it running? Trust this program. All right. My firewall doesn't recognize this at all as being safe. This might unfortunately be a very short stream, and I'm sorry, memes, if that's the case. Oh, nope, there it is. Okay. I am looking at this is the capture, right? Obviously you can hear it. Might have to turn it down just a touch, too. Capture specific window. It's not picking it up. Turn up a bit, just a little bit.
You never know when something funny is gonna happen on this show.
Did something funny happen?
Yeah.
You'd never know it.
Come on, capture. Why is this... There it is. I don't know why it didn't, There we go. Okay. That's a bit weird. But it looks like the window's being captured fully, so there we go. Hopefully my, camera isn't too in the way. Alright. English. So let's see. Options. Window, full screen, forward scroll movement. Should probably turn that off. I'll just drop music just a little bit in here. Not much. All right. They're bikini shots and not NSF. Oh, okay. You know what? Sure. I'll trust you, memes. You know this better than I do. So I'm going to trust you on this. All right. Well then. I came this far. Go back into options? Alright. What should I be doing? Or are we good to start after turning that back on? Or on at all? They have changed since they recently did a version. Go ahead. Alright. Well, like I said, you know better, memes. And I can't stall any longer. Ladies and gentlemen, Snoot Game. January 6th. Year 201M 2020 BC. Volcadera Bluffs. Weather conditions: cold as balls. It's my first time living close to water. The idea of marine layer is new to me, but I do understand morning mist. This was like it, except infinitely more shitty. The heavy fog makes navigating to my new school more difficult as I fail to see anything 5 feet in front of me. Like a runt of a tree planted in the sidewalk that I swerve to avoid. It's my first time having to walk to school, too. My new apartment is in an awkward spot, opposite side of town, yet no school or public bus to take me from there. It's my first day at a new school, and never would have guessed. The second half of the first semester of senior year. Ah, so we're deep in angst mode. I had 6 months left at my old school. I can't even imagine the kind of hell those 6 months would have been. But this... I should take my mind off of it. Whip out my phone, I consider the best way to make people upset online. Oh. Fun. Reply to the obvious shill thread. Bait the obvious underage poster. I'll bait the kid. The thread goes 404 right away as I'm ready to post my well-thought-out reply. Better hide my phone before someone sees fit to take it from me. The only human around town, I think. It's the sounds that reach me first. The chatter of people milling about. Bro! It's been too long! It was only 3 weeks! Giggle. I can make out the building now. The fog surrounding gives the school an ominous vibe to it. I look at the name written on the arch over the entrance. Volcano High. Sounds hot. Perfect setting for a horror game, or maybe a shitty wad. The attempt at humoring myself just made me feel more alone. A check on my phone says I'm 30 minutes early. Wonderful. I move to the entrance, only to see all the steps occupied by students. Their eyes turn to me, expressions of confusion and contemplation. All of them very distinctly angsty high school lizard people. And or dinos. I can feel their judging stares, the same that had haunted me for 4 months previous. I can already picture what they're thinking. Dude, check it out. Is that a skinny? Where's his spear? Aren't they all like spear chuckers or something? Bet he eats his own kind. They probably see me as some kind of circus attraction and nothing more. Ha! I'm the freak show among the cereal box mascot crowd. Taking acid is not nearly as colorful as going to Volcano High. I should write that down. As I write that down on my phone's note app, I notice the surrounding students stop looking at me, which is good. I can peep around the friend circles without a problem now. Not like I'll ever be part of one anyway. And of course you're drawn to one of the actual unique characters' designs. Talk about wanting to stand out. I never thought it was possible to look like you were from a black and white 20s cartoon. She does differ from the other Technicolor students, though. In the worst way possible. Oh, yeah, she's staring at me. With that look. Fucking hell. Has she never seen a human in her life? I fucking hate that look. Contempt. Judging. Everyone that has looked at me like that has never proved to be anything more than an asshole. Like, I'm the anomaly here. She's just as dumb and insufferable as the rest of them. She's probably no better than me, miss. My snout is so big I could land a plane on it. Go back to your friends. Huh? She did. I feel like I should say something. Why? I noticed that all this time my knees were weak and my arms were heavy. Already? My feet carrying me over the soggy grass as I look for somewhere else to be. On the side of the building is where I find sanctuary. Ah, yes. The faceless man. I suppose it's fair enough. Your name is Anan, obviously. It's a small alcove of sorts. The pavement is cracked to bits, and the shrubs surrounding it are overgrown. Even the bench, cracked paint on rotted wood held between two concrete legs, matched the abandoned vibe of the place. It was perfect. Ah, yes. The best sitting animation. You drop about 20 picks. I flop down on the wet bench, and the violent crack from it makes my heart drop. Almost perfect, but good enough. I feel a tightness in my chest, and my lungs fight to draw air in. Head in my hands, I can fully understand what I've done now. 6 months in a new school. A year on my own in some run-down apartment in a town I know nothing about. All on my own. 3 weeks. It took a day for me to want to change schools. 3 weeks to make it happen. And now this is my life for the next year. I think back to my old man's ultimatum. Once the lease is done and on, either college or the service. I don't care which. Oh, hello. Would you happen to be Anan? I look up. The bench broke down. Okay, that was funny. I lay on the ground, ass hurt from hitting jagged concrete and splintered wood. Thank God for jeans. Oh my goodness, are you okay? Why aren't you the bubbly version? I groan. Never better. I instinctively apply my chill guy facade in the presence of strangers to hide how uneasy I am today. A hand is held over my face. My pain-addled confusion. I shake it. Nasser! Right. Nasser. The hand tightens around my own and pulls roughly. The force is enough for my feet to get under me, stumbling back to stand before the pair of strangers. It also felt like enough force to pull my arm out of its socket. Sup? You're Anan, yeah? I'm glad we found you. Who are you guys? Why do you know my name? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Naomi, Student Council President and your guide. It's my sincere pleasure to make your acquaintance, Anan. We're your welcoming committee. Okay, then. Is that really necessary? I had this prepared just for you. The orange one, Naomi, hands me a brochure. Volcano High and You, A New Beginning to Adulthood. The title alone makes me gag. You're right, it does. The orange one, Naomi, looks at me expectantly. The brochure is full of the typical trivialities. College prep, financial assistance, after-school programs. None of it matters. Babe, I've got some things to take care of. Nasser looks back at the school entrance. I follow his eyes and see some people trying to fit a large speaker up the stairs of the school. Oh. I'll see you at lunch, right, Nasser? She looks dejected. Of course. Nasser pulls her into a hug and nudges his muzzle against hers. Is that how dinos kiss? Zip! He leaves, running quickly to assist with the heavy sound equipment. I turn back to Naomi. She smiles again, though there is a plasticity to it. So, Anan, why did you transfer here? The question catches me off guard. I freeze like a deer caught in headlights, scrambling to come up with any plausible answer. It's an innocent question. She can't have known, could she? What did Mom and Pop put in the transfer request form when they shipped my ass here? You, don't have to answer if you don't want to. I focus my attention on the brochure out of embarrassment. Lunch! Right, I'm getting kinda hungry. What about something to eat? Yada yada, herbivore, vegan, tofu, disgusting. Wait, hold on. Carnivore line. Filet mignon. What the fuck is wrong with this school? Is there a soup kitchen or something around here? Oh dear. Anan, are you in need of financial assistance? I can figure things out on my own. Don't worry too much about it. Oh, the school here has programs to help its less fortunate students. The principal here is great. Come on, I'll take you to him. The absolute last thing I want to be doing is asking for handouts. Actually, Naomi grabs my hand and... beep, beep, beep. Okay. Alert. Alert. DEFCON Level 1. DEFCON Level 1. Female making physical contact. Do not panic. Do not panic. Get a grip on the situation. Oh, I get it. It's okay. It's not an actual alarm. It's just going in his head. What am I talking? This is Naomi. She's taking me somewhere by the hand. Hand. She already has a boyfriend, doesn't she? Wait.
Every show, Statler and Waldorf sit up here. Show after show after show. Now I see why.
You see why they come?
No, I see why they left. Oh.
Sometimes my reading comprehension does go down the tubes. She has a boyfriend. I am safe. Okay, just stay silent and don't make a mess of things. It's so soft and smooth and surprisingly warm for scales. How lewd. One day and I've already fallen to such depraved lows as hand-holding. Here we are, Anan. Principal Spears should be able to...
The older I get, the more I appreciate good music.
Yeah, what's that got to do with what we just heard?
Nothing, just thought I'd mention it.
Principal Spears should be able to help with your money situation. What? Oh, right. Naomi knocks on the door. State your business. The new student needs financial help, Principal Spears. Lend him a 5. I think he means the loan program, sir. Tell him to come in later. I'm dealing with another student. The fucking hell do you mean I have to clean up after? The orange Parasolophoros expressions quickly changes from whatever that was to that same smile she had up until now. It went immediately from high school high school grade fan fiction to science textbook and back. I'm getting like intellectual whiplash from that. Have I booped the snoot? I don't think I'm quite that far unless these girls are particularly fast. Well, Anon, why don't I show you to class? Homeroom should be starting soon. Right, homeroom. I take out my crumpled schedule from my pocket. Naomi takes the slip from me and blows my eardrums out with a squeal capable of shattering glass. We share first period in English together. Come on, I'll introduce you to the class and you'll be able to make all sorts of new friends. Yay me. I follow her to her classroom on the second floor. The seats are being filled with students. I take one near the front, knowing I'll have to introduce myself. I'll probably be doing that for all my classes. Fuck my life. Apparently the Hololive small plushies are on sale in a shop in Tokyo. The towns are able to sign a board below the plushies and pay $50 and told staff to keep them that way. That sounds right. That's hilarious. The artificial ring of a bell blares from the speaker on the wall. With it, everyone waits. The teacher finally enters the room and shuts the door. Alright, so let's see. It's either going to be a big Chatalosaurus, or the Dobonhankaroodon. Chatosaurus. Mr. Suki. Ohayo gozaimasu kurasu. Today you habu ione kurasu meteo su buroke no hai. I didn't even read your instructions, and I kind of did. Kitsu, how was my pronunciation? Probably terrible. I make no attempt to say that I speak Japanese in any amount of ability. What? Enonkun Puriozu Kamu Apuzen Interatrosru Yo Surfu. Purizu Kamu Apuzen Intradosu Yoru Surfu. Oh god. Naomi coughs and makes a gentle nod up. Oh! I stand from my seat and face the class. Once again, all eyes on me and the tightness in my chest returns. I inhale deep, willing my erratic heart to slow. Hey, again those eyes, just like 3 weeks ago. My name is Anon. Just like every day for the past 4 months. I don't really have any hobbies. I wanted to flee, hide away. Anything to avoid those judging eyes. What was your old school like? My throat clenches. I think back again to it all. There's whispers now. The hushed tones, silenced snickers, blending with the ever-present stares. My heart hammers at my chest, and I'm sure they all can hear it. See the cold chill racing over me? Anon-kun, you do not do habu su ansazatu. His words snapped me out of my trance. Only Naomi was looking at me. The rest were preoccupied, either talking about their winter break or catching up on sleep. They've all been ignoring me the entire time. Parizu ritano tsuyo sito anonku. Hi. Hi! No karasu. That was nothing like my Japanese animes. Mr. Suki continued on, drawing what little attention there was to himself. I sat down, finally feeling the blood that had caught in my legs rush up, leaving me lightheaded. And I probably have to do this for each class today. Double fuck my life. Sends the picture of the plushies. Thanks, Digi. Awkward introduction after awkward introduction to classmates that couldn't care less kept me anxious the whole morning. And there's still the rest of the day to go. Eventually, lunch comes around. All the edible stuff is well outside of my price of fucking free, so I settle for a pseudo pizza. The kind that becomes a viable weapon if you leave it alone for 10 minutes. No time to waste after exiting the line. I scanned the lunchroom for an open seat. I thought I had found a decent spot in the corner when disaster struck. Whoa! Said disaster was a hand grabbing my shoulder and turning me about. My plate of pizza-shaped cardboard threatened to smear across my shirt. I fought the momentum of the tray until the hand that had spun me stabilized it and me. Whoa! Whoa there! Nearly dropped your food and on! Yeah, whose fault is that? Yours? I swear to all that is good and holy. Want to sit with us? What? Want to sit with Naomi and me, since you're new and all? He points to a table where the living pink sugar rush is waving. God damn it. I don't want to make a scene. Sure. Before I even sit down, the barrage of questions begins. So, what do you think of Volcano High? How about your classes? You seem... I just nod along, starting to not pay attention. You look forward to the rest of the day? Not really. All these introductions, you know? Oh, I get you. Hard to talk with people you don't know, right? Something like that, yeah. Hell, last period I tripped in front of everyone. Talk about a first impression. I don't think they'd care too much. Have you had any trouble since then? Do you have enough money for food today? Oh, your showed on food money, man? Not really, just gotta sign up for some handouts. Naomi is starting to look disappointed I'm only picking up on Nasser's interjections. If you need a bit more extra chow, there's gonna be free refreshments at my at Fang's concert after school today. Ah, I caught that. Your what? Fang. Your brother or sibling? What? Yeah, Fang's gonna have some extra pizzas for the show. You can take some home. I, don't know about concerts. Not really one for public events like that. Alright, man. Just thought you could use a few opportunities to make new friends. What was that? I'll assume that wasn't meant to be malicious. I'll consider it. Hey, don't leave me out of the conversation. How about I help you pick out some cheap food after school? I know some great vegan shops in the area. I'm sure you do. My stomach rolls the vegan. Maybe another time. Sorry. So about that concert, Nasser. Dinner and a show? And a show? Sign me the fuck up. So, what do they play? Music. Music? Yes. What kind? The kind you listen to. Well, what genre? The good kind? You don't know, do you? Nope. Well,
Why do we always come here?
I guess we'll never know.
It's like a kind of torture to have to watch the show.
Oh, that was a good interjection. Well, free food is free food. I look at my pizza. Pizza. Noticing something is wrong. I test it with my plastic spork and watch its cheap utensils shatter to bits. I curse life for a third time today. The dreaded 10-minute mark is passed, rendering my pizza only useful as building material. Oh dear. Nasser, why don't you split your sandwich with him? But it's my sandwich. It's fine. We can split my vegan TLT. Oh, god damn it. Tomato, lettuce, and tomato. Like, I usually swap out the tomato for cheese myself. Nasser shudders and looking at his own foot-long Philly sub longingly. Tomato, lettuce, tofu. Fair enough. I mean, at that same level. Dark Angel's chaplain addresses his brothers. Brothers, rumors of a fallen have been traced to the planet below, and we must act without hesitation. We believe it is the renegade Bofides. That's right, the fallen Bofides. Know precisely where you're going with that, did you? Yeah, sure thing, babe. He tears the sandwich in two and hands me the larger half. Here, Anon. I will never forget your brave sacrifice. Nasser is such a brudda. With that, we all dig into our meal. Tomato, lettuce, and tofu. I'll be perfectly honest. I've never necessarily had tofu that I've particularly liked. Maybe just haven't had the right place yet, I guess. But pairing it with tomato, which is something I always don't do necessarily. My classes after lunch were the same as before it. By now I had a rehearsed introduction that only the teacher cared about. My classmates were disinterested and would sit down to be forgotten. And I would sit down to be forgotten. I hope the rest of the year is just like that. I just want to skate through it all. All that's left for today is the concert. And dinner. I wait outside the auditorium entrance with Nasser, who was checking his phone for messages. Right. Fang says the show is starting in a bit, see? Nasser turns the screen to me. What a kind, pleasant shrew she was. Piss off. Is the pizza here? You can have a slice, but after that, you get it GTFO. For real. FWR? Like Franklin W. Roosevelt? Nah. Fucked wing retard. Fang's words, not mine. Is your, sibling always like this? Fangs... I wait for him to continue. Well, I mean, kinda. Glad I'm an only child. Nasser glares at me. Fang's still family. Ah, sorry. Just saying is all. Nasser deflates. You're good, Anon. And yeah, they're family, but Fang's just so... difficult? Yes, difficult. And I don't know why. Sounds rough. It is. Like, I know they care, but Fang doesn't even want to be around me. Mm-hmm. See exactly where this is going. But finally, the door is open and I smell the cheesy, heart-clogging goodness within. Sweet. Come on, Anon. A caveman of a man holds open the door for everyone. Oh, wait. His massive hand stops me. Yes? I'm guided to the side, awaited from the crowd that's filtering into the auditorium. So, how are you feeling about our lovely school, Anon? It's the spear-shaped pin on his lapel that reads Principal that informs me of who this giant is. Oh, it's, nice? Cleaner than my old school. You don't recognize him? That's Spears from Tribal. Ah, okay. I did notice that he did seem very familiar, and the Jenny Tartakovsky is definitely coming through. You can thank your classmates for that. What? Now go, enjoy the show. Yes, sir. Oh, I do need you to come by the office tomorrow for some paperwork. I nod and go back to the door where Nasser is standing, holding it open for the last of the audience to go inside. Nasser leads me in a large crowd into the shitty school theater. I swear, like, is it just something about high school auditoriums? But this looks exactly like the auditorium in the local high school around here. The foyer has tables with boxes of pizzas stacked taller than me. You can take a couple boxes after and on. That should help you out. Who the hell got all these anyway? I did. I take a box down from the stack. Others have already started stacking their plates. I check the logo on the box. And to get so many larges from Dino Moe's Pizza? Good line. That's a couple hundred bucks, though. Meh, about a month's allowance. A month? That explains that disaster of a jacket. So, about the actual show, I'll check on them. Be right back. Left on my own, I stack my plate up with some quality grease-top delight. I lean against the wall, chewing on bits of Supreme and observing the rest of the crowd. Another shit show. She's so stupid. Even bother? Bunch of losers. Everyone seems to share the same sentiment. Well, that explains why they need to bring the pizza. It's the only thing bringing people in. So, why the hell did they even show up for this? Nasser finally comes back and opens the door to the main hall. The crowd moves in, though I hang back so I can talk with Nasser. What's with them, Nasser? What do you mean? The crowd. They were talking mad shit. What? Nasser grasps the air, unsure what to think or do at the moment. I think he's angry. Sure isn't a press X to doubt situation, is it? Whoa, whoa! Ugh, I should have known. I don't. What are you talking about, man? I brought him here so Fang has an audience. Oh. Nasser's phone rings. He moves aside to answer it. The voice on the other end is loud and shrill. Yeah, He holds the phone away from his ear to save his eardrum. Okay, The call ends and Nasser sags. I gotta leave. Seriously? Yeah, Fang doesn't want me here. Said I'll ruin the show. Harsh. Look, whatever happens, promise you won't hold this against them. They're actually a really nice person once you get to know them. Nasser, why did you just murder the English language in cold blood? Within, I see the rest of the audience huddled in groups around tiny snack tables. Even went to the trouble of switching out the seats for them. Naomi said it'd help. With a huff, Nasser turns away, begrudgingly leaving the auditorium. I enter the hall and take a seat in the back, away from the rest of the crowd. The lights dim and the curtains are drawn open. On stage is a trio of people my age. I think Fang is the drummer? She doesn't look related to Nasser. Maybe it is the main front woman? Considering she's the only one with wings? That must be Nasser's sister. What? Then why the whole confusion over her sex, for fuck's sake? I'm just getting thrown around today. I don't know. She looks familiar. The band doesn't bother introducing themselves. Oh, good. Instead, the purple one begins plucking her bass. It all went tumbling down from there. What I thought was a guitar sounded horrifically wrong. Far too heavy. If this is supposed to be indicative of the music, yeah, they needed the pizza. The lead guitarist was using a fucking bass. And then the vocals kicked in. Please, God, no. Its horrific screeching, combined with the amelodious shredding on a bass, created a cacophony equal to hundreds of cats ritualistically sacrificed. Whoever was the writer certainly knows their way around the word. I fight the urge to cover my ears. I don't know too much about music, but even I know that you don't use two basses in one band unless you know exactly what you're doing. Oh, no. Oh, God. What were they thinking? I look back at the crowd to gauge their interest. Surely I'm not alone in thinking this is an absolute travesty. I still fucking suck.
He shouldn't have jumped. The show's not that bad.
I think that actually is that bad.
Hear me sing? Only if you sing solo. Solo? Solo I can't hear. Well, I really like this show tonight. At these prices, who's gonna complain? This is what I thought. What's that? After this show, nothing hurts.
Okay, you know what? I think the last 45 minutes of this was probably worth you just spamming my heckles to heckle the band on the screen. And I am here for it. Absolutely perfect.
No, looks like
This
they
one less
split
so,
for
but-
good. Maybe they didn't like the acoustics.
Why, can't you hear what's being said on stage?
Every word.
The crowd was... Wait, oh, they may hear you. Perfect. The crowd was standing, jeering, and laughing with whoever said that. More words were said, but the laughter eclipsed them and the music. Wait, what happened to the music? On stage, the trio looked panicked. The drummer was inching off stage, while the purple bassist was about to break down into tears. But the front woman stood there, stood her ground. Fuck you! She tossed her bass aside, raising both hands and proudly displaying a finger on each of them. Fuck all of you! No wanna fuck you, bitch! That struck a chord with her. Well, I watch as he grabs her bass and takes the arm of the purple one, rushing off stage with the pink
This
drummer.
show brought a tear to my eye. Really? Yeah, I'm sitting on a tack.
Yeah, definitely needed the pizza. Oh god, I can't take this. I'm gonna grow a six-pack from laughing so much. I'm just gonna grab my pizza and leave. I turn towards the door and see Principal Spears, a fierce glare freezing me in place. Anon. Oh, fuck. His voice is even more stern than this morning. Yes, sir? He looks at the crowd and then to me. I don't want to hear about any of this come tomorrow. I expect some goddamn maturity from you, Anon. You'll be an adult once you graduate. Why me, though? I've taught many students, and I can tell these things. Yee! His hand lands on my shoulder. Its grip was firm as it weighed on me. Listen here, Anon. You are not the only person in the world. Everyone's fighting their own battles. The hand squeezes before pushing me towards the door. I want to see you in my office first thing tomorrow. Now get out of here. This is the only warning that you will get from me. Next time, it will be campus cleanup. Behind me, the principal's voice shakes the room. Whose sorry ass am I going to have to suplex? Well, that's one way to establish authority. Back in the foyer, I see some boxes of partially finished pizza left. I consolidate them all into a pair of boxes and make my exit. The sun is starting to set now as I make my way home. You are not the only person in the world. Like I don't already know that. There's like classmates that all ignored me today. Naomi's annoying ass. That fucking caveman of a principal. Nasser, who's been a bro. Nasser's sis... Oh. Shit. The next day. Oh, god damn, that already... The bane of all sleep echoes violently in my head, swiftly erasing any traces of slumber. Effective alarm. Still without the energy to turn the alarm off, I stare at the ceiling for a bit, recalling the events of the last few days as an exercise. The school, if you could call it one. My new friends, if you could call them that. That band, if you could call it such. Great idea, Non. Start by dissing everything you've done so far in your new life. No wonder you're so damn popular. Finally, I lean out of bed and turn off the alarm clock. I have a good 45 minutes before I need to be at school, and it takes 20 to walk. That leaves 25 minutes to get ready. With practice, I execute a proper combat roll from bed, tackling the floor and headbutting it into submission. My foe defeated, I groan in victory. Okay, there have been some good lines. There have been some very good lines. My new bed is half the size of what I'm used to. The hardwood? Or is it vinyl? Floor is...
What are we waiting for?
For it to get tacky.
Well, another first on this show.
How's that?
sentient
That's the
alerts.
first time we've had to wait for it to get tacky.
Floor is cold as hell. From the purview of the floor, I look around my room again. A tiny one-room apartment with only a computer, bed, television, and fridge. A whole year in this shithole. Guess I gotta take it one day at a time. Picking myself off, I slide into today's, and everyday's, clothes and pour myself a bowl of off-brand cereal I picked up the day before. My eyes scan over my phone while I shovel my sugary breakfast into my mouth. Scroll, crunch, especially since it was the gold one. Yeah! Crunch. Like a poorly oiled machine until it runs out of fuel with a noisy slurp. Soon enough, it's time to leave for school. I grab my backpack and slide it over my shoulders. Take my jacket off the hanger and... I take off the backpack and put the jacket on. You know, I can appreciate the why you do the Anon, why the Anon has no face, but that one bit of eyes, that little bit of expression was just chef's kiss. I approach the grand building, looking for a place to line in between the other students trundling into the front doors. And so you were falling into the embrace of Snoot. I appreciate good art and humor, at the very least, memes. Even if I'm not a big fan of visual novels, but I can appreciate a good joke, and especially when the communication skills is as good as that. I love a good bit of sarcasm and like that. By now, I was starting to be able to make my way around on autopilot. I've walked the same path twice already, after all. Even after the longest sleep of my life, I still feel miserably tired and ready to crash once again. I found another entrance at the side of the school that has less students on it. The less the merrier. I check my clock once again. I'm early, fucking hell. Should have shitposted a bit more. Why am I here so early again? I think I had to do something. Oh yeah, I should talk to Nasser, give him my version of events. I think you're forgetting something, bub. That way he won't kick my ass. Wait. Oh, god damn it. The principal also wanted to see me. Shit, probably gonna get some demerit or whichever rich schools do as punishment. I'd almost forgotten. Please, Raptor Jesus, let this be the last time I need to deal with stuff like this. Get it over with so I can finally just slip my way through this year. Oh, that's a good question. Why am I thinking about this so damn deeply? Memes, did you actually get me invested in the goddamn Scaly game? Oh, brother.
Yes.
Suplexed or...
He shouldn't have jumped. The show's not that bad.
Yeah. I'll give you 2 freebies. Alright, well, I'll consider that, memes, thank you. This is reasonable, this is sociable, but probably because of the way this whole thing is going, I'll probably have... This game kind of goes, I'm probably imagining that it's this. It is the one that is on the screen. Thanks, Digi. You had to do the shill thread to get the correct answer? Oh, so I'm already done. I'm already not getting the best thing anyway. The answer is yes.
No.
Oh boy. Correct answer to all your problems is maybe. Like that Futurama, neutral planet in species. Tell my wife I said hello. I flip a coin and choose whichever one you want. Yeah, that's true. Honestly, frankly, I'm honestly feeling more towards talking to Nasser. That being said, I know something about school administration being persnickety, so, fun, isn't it? Principal Caveman can wait. I need to apologize to Nasser about yesterday. I hope I can be nice to him this time. Great job, Anon. He saves you from soy poisoning by sacrificing his footlong, and how do you repay him? By laughing at his sister. There he is. I hope he's not too busy. I just realized I don't know what to say to him. I wasn't laughing at your sister, I was laughing with the crowd. No, that sounds bad. Weird sisters, am I right? I might be retarded. I told him that I'm an oldie's son yesterday. Can't help it, dude. Some people just want him. Sorry? No, not the time to be edgy and on. As I try and fail to find some way to explain myself, I also failed at actually finding Nasser. Oh, good. How the fuck did he even end up in the Tard Yard? After what feels like a space decade of walking, or really just a half hour, I find the crippled pterodon being accosted by a very pissed off purple midget. Said you invited all those assholes! Wait, Trish, you don't understand, Don't cut me off, you great piece of shit! Students are clearing out of the way, just trying to get to their classes. This must be a common occurrence. The diminutive Triceratops, Trish, bows her head and charges Nasser. He just holds a hand out to her forehead. Get your hands off me! Trish, I'm not going to fight you again. The principal's already gotten into me about the lockers from last time. Believe me, I had no idea the concert would have turned out like that. Liar! I just wanted to make sure you guys had an actual audience. What are you saying? You know what I mean, come on. She stops trying to gore Nasser and throws her arms to her sides. Screw you! Even if you weren't trying to mess with Fang. Screw you! She stomps off. What was that all about? Oh, Anon. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. You know, girl issues, right? Sure. Sounds like she was grilling you about the concert. Some concert, right? Actually, about that. Anonymous! If you are not in my office within 10 minutes, I swear on my dear family, I will personally mount you on my wall! Yep. Persnickety School Admissions. Anon's full name is Anon Y. Mose. Perfect name. A layer of cold sweat makes its presence known. It can wait. The office is down the hall and to the right. I know the way, but thanks. Nasser waves and heads off. Guess it's the principal's office with me. Again. And thinking about him makes me think about last night. You are not the only person in the world. Poor Nasser, man. Just wanted to help his sister. But it's not like he did anything wrong. I get a distinct impression. Just as I reach the office, the sound of a clinking glass draws my attention to the apricot ass pain in some pink raptor. Is that contraband, Reed? Bro, you've known I'm in a band for like a year now. No, contraband in your backpack. Nah, I left my games at home. Naomi face palms, or whatever counts as a face palm with a snout. Reed, you have a bong in your backpack. But aren't we in Britain?
Yeah, you never know when something funny is gonna happen on this show.
Did something funny happen?
Yeah.
You'd never know it.
What the hell is this writing? This is like some of the most stereotypical stoner shit. You're impossible. Naomi huffs and returns her focus to a stack of papers on the desk, leaving a satisfied raptor in her wake. Hey, works every time. I need to learn how to do that. It's all about misdirection. What? Deuces. The fuck just happened? Oh, Anon, I didn't see you there. Just in time to finish your paperwork. Paper what's it now? Go inside. Principal Spears will finalize it with you now. 7 days will be 5 years since I have played Skyrim. Note to self, stream Skyrim on that day. Yes, stuff happened. That always happens with games, isn't it? Paperwork? What fucking paperwork? I'm pretty sure all that stuff was finished before I even came here. Whatever. Probably a detention slip or whatever the principal has planned. Another stereotypical office. I opened the door to the cramped office, expecting to see a gruff cave of a workspace. Instead, it was a fairly well-furnished space, complete with armchairs and cabinets of old photos. You're going to stand there forever. What are you waiting for? Sit. I planted myself in one of the armchairs and sank a bit lower into the cushion than expected. Perks of being a human, I guess. I believe I told you last night to be here first thing this morning. Shit. Tell me, do I have a stutter? Speak! No, sir. Take this as a learning experience and all. Punctuality gets you far in life. I kind of expected that. Yes, sir. I let you off the hook last night because you're a new student. I meant what I said last night. Hopefully not about the whole pile driving thing. Still, I didn't bring you in here to lecture you. He didn't? Not many people have to use the school's financial services. What? Financial services? All the paperwork's done to get you a special lunch card for the semester. You don't have to worry about paying until after graduation. No interests, no down payments, none of that. What's happening, sir? You signed up for the financial services, correct? Naomi told me you needed help with food and even had the papers filled out. Naomi? Allow me to double-check real fast. Naomi! Hello, tinnitus, my old friend. Oh god, am I stuck like this? Dismissed, Naomi. And just to be absolutely clear, Anon did ask you for this, correct? Well, he is in need of assistance, right? Otherwise, he's stuck with the budget meals. Anon? I glanced between the two. It probably wasn't malicious, but still... I'm not getting involved in office politics today. Yes. Oh, lovely. Don't hesitate to ask if you have any other problem. You may leave now, Naomi. Oh, yes, sir. She leaves the office and Spears clicks the paperwork on his desk into a stack. Hate to do that, but she goes on for ages. Anyways, go ahead and sign here, here, initial here, date here, print your name here. I didn't catch any of that. What? Just kidding. You're good to go, Anon. And don't forget this. He holds out the poorly laminated lunch card for me to take. Just keep in mind, As a senior, this semester is your last, biggest chance to figure out your future. Even if you're new to all of us here at Volcano High, we're here to help you make the most of it. Huh. Thank you, Mr. Spears. Mr. Spears nods and gives a small smile. You can come in any time. I'm always here to listen. Except for topics relating to estrus season. I sense great exhaustion in that last bit. I thank Mr. Spears one last time and head to homeroom. Oh, I know. I understand that exactly. The periods pass, and eventually it's lunchtime again. I've been focusing a bit less on class and more on getting a routine down to avoid unwanted confrontation. It's like it's only me and the teacher in class, phasing out everyone else. It's a way. I follow the flow of students toward the lunchroom, mindlessly looking about the halls. We know nothing about them, their language, their history, or what they look like. We know nothing about them, their language, their history, or what they look like. But we can assume this. They stand for everything we don't stand for. Also, they told me you guys look like dorks. They told me you guys look like dorks. They look like dorks! I follow the flow of students toward the lunchroom, mindlessly looking about the halls. Passing by the athletic awards case, a decent amount of group photos have Nasser front and center. Apparently this school is pretty well known for their track team. In a similar vein, Naomi is present in a good deal of photos in the academic achievement case. The last case was reserved for general awards, and I guess trophies that don't belong anywhere else. The school has a few commendation awards for their efforts to stop bullying. How well is that working out? They pass those around to every school. Looking around, there's several posters on the wall here. All simple slogans to stop the evil bully menace. A fat lot of good those did me at my old school. I always went well all in with those efforts. One time they even got the whole student body into the auditorium to watch a short movie. Some frail, pasty kid gets pestered by a chubby, buff bully. The kid ended up trying to run away and got hit by a car, with the credits scrolling over a scene in the hospital. Want to have a second words of wisdom redeem with Zap Brannigan quotes? That'd be really good, actually. Hey. Yep. Everyone in class just said things like, "Man, good thing I'm not like that bully." But I also don't want to do that much work. Also fair.
Yeah, if I ever see a bully like that, I'll help the kid.
Then they went right back to talking about me. No use feeling bad about the past. I'm here now. With the lunch card in my possession, I'm able to snag something actually edible. I should run the math on how much I'll end up owing, but I feel more like indulging myself. Nah, that sandwich looks good. Why not both? Hence my tray stacked high with desserts and the tastiest-looking sandwich from the lunch line. Looking around for a place to sit, I see the aggravating creamsicle waving at me. Man, the number of expressions for Naomi is surprisingly varied here. The Cookie Monster will remember that decision. Nasser is next to her with a complicated expression. How long have we been going? Hour and 15? I just wanted to make sure you guys had an actual audience. Shit. I go sit across from Nasser and Naomi.
Oh, I see you're making use of the lunch card.
Yeah.
But all those sugars, all that is bad for your health, Anon. This school's vegan options.
I tune her out with the help of a crunchy sugar cookie. I glance at Nasser and I notice he's just poking at his pasta.
Nasser, sweetie, you shouldn't play with your food.
What? Oh, Adon, what's up? Not much, and you? Yeah, no, totally good. His following laugh sounds hollow. This is a remix of Legend of Zelda. Maybe. They use a lot of stuff they grabbed online for this. Fair enough. I knew I recognized a leitmotif in there somewhere, but I had to hear it again to be sure.
Nasser.
Yeah, it's just... Fang stayed home today. The concert was a shit show and they wanted to avoid everyone. I knew I shouldn't have invited all those guys. Naomi places a comforting hand on his shoulder. Yeah. That crowd was harsh. What happened after I left? Nasser looks at me pitifully. Trish gave me a general idea, but I have to know. You are not the only person in the world. Ah, shit. The band never made it past the first song. Somebody said they still sucked. Whoa, calm down, man.
What else? Did they say anything about Fang?
No one would want to fuck you, bitch! Yeah. I don't think you'd want to hear it, though. And what happened after? I'm gonna kick all their asses?
Nasser, please calm yourself.
I realized now that I had been laughing with them. I left after that. Principal Spears was fucking pissed. He even threatened to suplex them. Nasser sags, emotionally spent. Fuck. So that's why she stayed home.
If Fangs wishes to stay home, then that is her prerogative. You just need to give her some time, Nasser.
While she said that, I noticed a strange expression cross over Naomi's face. I know, babe. I just wish I could help them more. Yeah, if you need any help, Nasser, I owe you for the pizza. Or is it a remix of Legend of Zelda? Now we're getting deep down the music rabbit hole, aren't we? We finish eating and make small talk until the bell signals us to go to our 6th period. Day 2 out of however many is left now out of my way. I'm fairly certain that Nasser found out and I laughed too. I'd need to avoid him. Those Cheeto-covered claws look like they'd freaking hurt, man. With that drama now past me, I can just disappear and cheese through the rest of the year like I'm invincible. I sent you something that you can hear by reading it. Alright. Okay, I just saw the Bay HoloLive stuff. That is amazing. That's so good. Okay, yeah. I can definitely hear that photo too, Ditchy. That is very good. We'll take a look at that later on the stream. Oh, when June hits, it's gonna be so sweet. Amen to that. Two days later. Alarm is off. You know the drill. Combat roll, headbutt, victory screech. Breakfast, shitposting, clothes. I'm pretty good at this. I think I found a decent routine for the rest of the year, up to and including face planning. Might have to go easy on the shitposting, though. Yesterday I might have overindulged. But I've succeeded in turning invisible. Not completely, but so far I'm happy. Even the stupid stuff with Nasser seems settles. I can just cruise through schooling and shitpost in the evening. Perfection. Day 4 out of however many days are left in the year. So far, so good. It's a bit of a walk, so I get my phone out and start posting on a shitty image board. Baiting people into replying to my posts isn't the most rewarding of hobbies, but it passes the time. Meteor Dodgers. Having fun jobs. Pick one and only one. That ought to get a few. Just before I hit the reply button, I sense the air behind me turn warmer. A few wildflowers growing in the cracks of the sidewalk bloom in seconds. What? She's here. Good morning, Anon! Ah, Naomi. It could have been. Naomi catches up to me. You say something? Good morning. Don't you walk with Nasser to school? Where is he? He went early today to help set up another student event. Oh, he's certainly someone you can count on for that.
He really is. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
Anon, have you seen our lovely award-winning school gardens yet?
Gardens win awards?
They do. Come on, I'll show you.
Actually, wait, I don't want to... Okay. Naomi grabs my hand again, and when I come to, we're already there. Decent art.
And here they are, our school's flower beds. Aren't they just magnificent?
Please stop dragging me by the hand. She is right, though. The gardens here are absolutely stunning. I can't tell what's more colorful, the bushes of flowers or the students that tend to them.
Yeah, the gardeners here do a great job. Oh yeah, you can thank the gardening club for that.
Naomi guides me through the gardens, occasionally giving tour trivia. I can't shake the feeling something's on her mind, though.
And here's where the freshmen planted flower seeds at the start of the school year. By the end, they'll bloom wonderfully. And then
What's going on here? Is she coming on to me? I want to ask if she's upset about something, but is that even right of me to do? Honestly, I probably would ask. You alright? Something's bothering you, right?
not really. A bit, I guess. I've just been worried about Nasser recently.
Something wrong with him?
No, nothing's wrong. It's more that he worries a bit too much for that sister of his. Oftentimes when I'm with him, he's anxious about something she's done. I'd just like him to relax about it a bit more, I suppose.
Is that
selfish for me to say?
I mean, I've never had a girlfriend, but I imagine that'd be a bit inconsiderate to constantly be worried in front of her. I don't know. Naomi nods her head a bit, staring at her shoes.
Sorry, I just wanted to share with someone. Guess I ended up doing the same thing I'm complaining about here, huh?
Don't sweat it. She checks her phone and jumps a bit.
Oh, I'm gonna be late! I still need to check into the front desk. Really sorry, Anon, but the tour will have to end here.
It was fine. Hopefully it doesn't make my allergies flare. She waves and runs off to a side door. I should be getting to homeroom soon, too. I push open the usual side entrance and I take and enter the hallway that's starting to become familiar now. Still occasionally glancing at the room numbers just to make absolute sure, I noticed someone on the countercurrent walking past. Oh, she's back. It was one of the bass players from the concert 2 days ago. Nasser said he was his sister, right? She was his sister. Glancing at her for a moment, the expression on her face sort of reminds me of something. It was probably just leftover embarrassment from the concert, but she seemed to have a lost look on her face. Or maybe it was confusion? or a mix of the two. Either way, there's something on her mind. I can't help but think that that must be how I looked on my first day. But it was my first day of school. She had been going here all year. What's her excuse then? Either way, it doesn't look like she recognizes me. Objective 1 out of whatever the current year is accomplished then. Next one is memorizing the class schedule. And that sets its homeroom in 15 minutes. Homeroom which I share with Naomi. She's just too sweet and, like, obnoxious. I can't find the right way to put it, but she feels so movie-like. Almost like you're in a teenage setting visual novel, isn't it? Like an act. Day 4 and on, day 4. What the hell? Why is she scratching herself? Is she a junkie? Oh god, don't come any closer. I don't want to get shanked by a junkie pterodactyl. You, Skinny. Yeah?
Did you see where they went? The group with the,
Dinosaurs?
No! Yellow hoodie, red hair, pink tail, hair buns.
Are you describing one person?
What? No! It's multiple!
They're dinosaurs, though, right?
What?
I don't know where they went. And just like that, she's gone. I seem to have this effect on women. I call them poison pheromones. But it is relieving that she didn't recognize me. Guess NASA didn't tell her. Ding dong. Ding dong dong ding. The staccato of the bell signals my tardiness for class. My class with Naomi. If there is a Jurassic god, please make my Naomi miss homeroom today. I'll even offer a goat sacrifice. The day passes uneventfully into the 4th period, science class. Alright, is this gonna be... let me guess. If the teacher shows up, it's either gonna be, again, Chatosaur or Dobon Honklodon. Find a seat near the back of the room and watch the clock hands tick down the remaining few seconds to the bell. Right before the tone, one last student rushes in, out of breath. Oh, it's that girl again. I guess we shared a period or two on the first day and I just didn't notice. She strides across the room, taking her seat without a word. Strangely, nobody seems to acknowledge her. Not even a sneer or chuckle. That's odd. Given how many people were there that night, you'd expect at least a couple of snickers. But there she was, being completely left alone. Or ignored. Seems almost worse than getting laughed at. The lingering chatter in the room dies out as the teacher stands from his desk, moving to the front of the room.
Oh, terrific, terrific, wonderful.
Say, is your friend the avocado here some kind of professional critic?
Nah, he's just unemployed.
You should go to work. Try to make something of yourself.
Oh, like what?
Guacamole.
I was going to make a reference that I knew exactly what this was referencing, but then I looked at the name. I figured the people knew what they were doing, but holy hell. Dr. Fernsworth. Good news, everyone! Today we'll be having a lab on magnetic fields. Find a partner and get prepared. My heart sunk as those dreaded words passed my ears. Find a partner. I know it's pointless, but I at least have to try. Maybe someone was out sick. With my luck, though, I'll probably just end up with that fossil of a teacher. With everyone else already starting on the assignment, I resigned myself to working twice as hard. Hurry up, Mr. Anon! Your partner is waiting for you! What? Oh, very well. Fang, if you'd be so kind as to sit next to your new partner. I sat in momentary confusion as someone took the seat next to mine. Spaghetti alert! Spaghetti alert! DEFCON level 2! There is a femoid within arm's distance looking at me. Deploying all spaghetti lockdown measures. I beg your pardon? Sup? Thanks, you too. Shit! Recovery maneuvers now! I mean, hey, not much. You? Chad, recovery successful. None of your business. Just do the goddamn assignment and don't bother me. Oh, you upset right now or something? What was your first fucking clue? Last time I'll say it. Just do the assignment and don't bother me. Okay, gotta keep cool-headed. So, this assignment then. With that, we open our books and start trying to decipher who Lorentz is and why his force is magnetic. Things are going well for the first few questions. I remember a bit of it from that one time I tried to make a railgun. Okay, that's the most interesting thing I've ever seen. Oh, wow. How are you two doing so far? We're fine. Fine, Dr. Farnsworth. I see. And you, Anon? Yeah, what she said. Why is Dr. Farnsworth making that face? You probably misused the thing longer. I turned to ask her what the deal is, and... Oh dear. Mistakes have been made. She? Yes? Can you not see? Obviously no. Oh, Rabbit Jesus Almighty, this is the absolutely worst case scenario. The infuriated pterodactyl's wings spread and her taloned fingers jabbed my chest. I am non-binary! Oh, good. How was I supposed to know something so trivial would set something like this off? Well... I can't bring myself to say anything. Oh, so that's how it's going to be, huh? Bang. You think you can just spit in my face and then give me the cold shoulder? I'll have you know. Fang! Feels like the world just stopped. All eyes are on Fang. And in Fang's eyes, I see something flash briefly. Judging by those exaggerated movements and eloquent speech, this is something Fang had been practicing. This was supposed to be a big moment where she stopped an evil bigot and the whole class would clap. In all her planning and practice, Fang had made one crucial error. Nobody cared. Can you not see? Main character, I can't, for I have no eyes. Please, consider stepping into the hole for a moment. Shh. Fang is quick to exit the room. Dr. Farnsworth has a sympathetic look towards me. Yeah, forgive them, Anon. You must understand that Fang is experiencing issues. What the fuck just happened? Well, she blew up at me when I called her a she. She was already upset about something before. She was upset because of the concert the other day? Feels like I just pushed her over the edge. After a few moments, Fang comes back in and sits down without a word. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Ellipsis. Now that I think about it, something's off. Fang claims to not be male or female, but the clothes she's wearing are clearly provocative. It's almost like she's showing off her femininity. Nasser's sister, right? Sibling. Right. Sorry. There's a brief pause until Fan speaks up again. Bang. Yes, Nasser's my baby brother. Why do you ask? I was just curious. Nasser's been helping me settle into school. Of course he did. Just wish he'd keep out of my fucking business for 2 seconds. Sure. Actually, thinking about Nasser, it's more that he worries a bit too much for that sister of his. Oftentimes when I'm with him, he's anxious about something she's done. He told me about what happened the other day. Sorry to hear something like that happen to you in your band. What do you care? I don't know. Suddenly my shoes seem more interesting than the conversation at hand. Just think it's messed up people would go to a show just to laugh at you. Guess you aren't that awful. Unlike every other guy in this school. The rest of the period passed between continued small talk with Fang. Why do I get the feeling that I accidentally got the right answer with that? Who knows. She seems to be controlling the conversation, though. When the bell rings, Fang whips out her phone and immediately starts tapping away. You going to your next class? Who cares about being late? Fair. See you then. She lazily waves a hand at me and I make my way to my next class. Unfortunately, 5th period is mathematics. I'm barely keeping myself awake while Mr. Karlesadowski is giving a lecture on the inverse of tangents. Ah, great. Aqua Teen Hunger Force. What a waste. And on! I set Ramrod straight at the direct address. Are you frickin' listening? You finish this frickin' problem on the frickin' board. Just one social disaster after another today. Hesitantly, I slide out of my chair and trundle my way to the whiteboard, trying to decipher the runes I'm expected to make sense of. Only I never made it to the whiteboard. 3 rows down, my foot catches on a loose backpack strap in the aisle. Whee! Luckily, I fell sideways, and there was a cold, hard desk in the way to catch my fall. Ah, whose Thoban Honkaros are we in front of this time? To the chunkle of the rest of the class, I look up from my final resting place to see a massive pink and white muzzle. Dude. It couldn't be the nice image, could it? Like a deer caught in the headlights, I can only stare and wait for him to continue. You're on my desk, man. My senses return to me, and I quickly get up, picking up and returning the pencil that flew to the floor in a flurry of apologies. Then I recognize just whose desk I fell on. It's that drummer in Fang's band. Don't I just have the luck of the devil? Giving one last apology, I head to the front of the room to solve the whiteboard problem. I tried solving the problem to the best of my ability. Still took a solid 2 minutes. After circling my answer, I look expectantly at Mr. Karladowski, who gives me a nod. Finally turning around to return to my seat, I freeze. Right there in the front row is the last member of the band, Trish. I stumble back to my desk. Mr. Karladowski gives each row a stack of papers to pass back. All right, here's the frickin' homework covering today's lesson. Use page 279. I'll give you the last 15 frickin' minutes of class to work with your frickin' peers. Mr. Karladowski returns to his desk and pulls out a math book with a monthly romance novel crudely stuffed inside. It's a vibe. With a very detailed centerfold, by the way he turned it sideways. Looking ahead to Reed's desk, he's been joined by Trish, who's trying to get him to get started. I think I can feel their eyes following me. Back at my desk, I glance over the math sheet. Page 279, right? Looks like I finally get to use that phone book of a math textbook. Where is it? I open my backpack, and instead of my math textbook, who wants to bet it's the box of cereal? is a Saturnia Collector's Edition art book I splurged on yesterday. Didn't you have a problem, Saturnia Neptunia? I think I know exactly why this guy has trouble affording lunches. There's a reason I didn't get into Warhammer until after college. I'm frozen. Can't move an inch. Did I grab the wrong book this morning? Is someone playing a sick joke? How can I bring this to school? Something bounces off my head and lands on my desk. It's enough to snap me back to reality as I shove my backpack under my desk, furiously zipping it. On my desk is a balled-up wad of paper. Oh, great. I was hoping to avoid these chain notes. I unfurl the ball to read the note. Look up. I look up and see the purple one waving me over. Fuck. Grabbing my stuff, I shuffle over to the duo. Sup, compadre? Sup? See, he's my class partner, so I look out for him. How are you looking out for your class partner, Anon? Enforcing the social contract? Having good conduct and mutual respect so you can leave class and go on with your life? What's this about? A certain friend of mine is partnered with you in science, right? Wait. Oh, you mean Fang? They just messaged me before class. They said they had to be partnered with this skinny bigot, then proceeded to show them. I had a feeling you'd be him. Am I gonna have to tolerate humiliation from these meteor dodgers too? My head is starting to hurt. Hopefully we can just get started on these math exercises. Yeah, that was me. I apologize, though. I know, and I appreciate it. I'm Trish, and this is Reed. We're Fang's best friends. Uh-huh. What about you? What about you? Now you tell us about yourself. Red alert! There is no way I'm telling anyone, especially these people. And if I find out where I was a few days ago... Now I'm Anon, and I'm a human. I got here Monday. That's all. We know that. We want to know where you're from, what you've been doing since you got here. If you have any friends... I've been doing nothing. I don't really care about friends. She doesn't look very convinced by that answer. Right. You know that Nasser dude, right? Hey, yeah, I saw you with that slut Naomi earlier, too. Trish squints her eyes at me. They were my welcoming committee. They helped me with getting settled. Nothing besides that. Right. Didn't Nasser or Naomi invite you to anything? Or... No, I don't remember. I've been trying to get them off my back, but why do you ask? We had a concert last week. Nasser and Naomi invited a whole bunch of assholes to ruin it. Suppose if we had seen a human in that crowd, I would remember, right? Yeah. I mean, concert. I don't think they invited me here to solve math problems. We have a band. I'm the lead bassist, Fang's the vocalist and secondary bass, and Reed is the drummer. And the songwriter. He just comes up with the funny song titles. That's very neat. Would love to listen to your band someday. I drag my chair backwards and clumsily rise from my seat. It was great meeting you guys. I'll be going back to my desk, though. Wait, I'm not done with you yet. What? I really should get started on the homework. It's important. Look at me. She's a very serious look on her face. She's not saying anything. Her glaring through the back of my skull makes me think she means business. Fang is happy. They found something about themselves they finally like, and I helped them through a dark time. They made up their mind. They, themselves... No wonder Nasser seems so confused by this. They don't need people in their life that might hurt or confuse them. They have us and the band. We're trying to make it for ourselves. Okay... I look out for them because I care for them. They've been hurting because of those dicks, and I'm doing my part in assuring them. What was that I saw her doing earlier? Look more like one trig out. I don't understand.
My point is, don't upset Fang.
I just wanted to solve math problems. Yes, ma'am. Once again, she's just glaring at me. Fucking hell, my stupid legs, stop shaking. I'll take this opportunity. Thank you for the lesson, Trish. I'll keep that in mind. See ya. Wait, man, you want this? It holds out a sheet of paper. Wait, is that a copy of the homework assignment? And it's complete? Hold on, I thought you were the one needing help. Shh, the friend of my friend who's the friend that helps me is also my friend too. I don't think that's how the saying goes. You're sharp and on, razor sharp. Friends. The bell announces lunchtime, and the rest of the students collectively rise and start shuffling out the door. Lunch hour! Been a blast talking to you guys. I swiftly snatch up my backpack by my leg, flashing an earnest, sympathetic smile at them. Or at least I thought it was one. As I power walk out of the classroom, I swear I caught a glimpse of Reed waving goodbye. A shame I have other places to be, namely away from the pissed-off midget. Sorry, man, you seem like a good guy, but with that tiny tyrant? Not in this lifetime. That was the worst fucking experience in a while. Almost as bad as actually dealing with Fang in class. Here I was thinking I could be invisible for the rest of the year. And now I have classmates talking about me behind my back on their phones, probably for the rest of the school year. At least it's the best period of the day now. Wonder what to get for lunch today. Wait, what's that smell? Oh no. I duck into a corner and rip the backpack open. What should have been my lunch card, binders, and horrendously embarrassing art book was instead a half-dozen glass flasks, bags full of something, and all sorts of machinery I didn't recognize. Someone else is my backpack, and that book. If they see this backpack, it's from the Reed guy, I'll bet. When I rush out of class, me. On the other hand, I could get a Medal of Honor for turning all this stuff in. I could even get a bit of cash for reporting stuff like this. What am I thinking? Any amount of money is not worth my power level being revealed. I can't ruin my life. Not again. Especially not with these losers. Half hour into lunch period ends. Good. I need to find Reed. Double back to the classroom I just left and find it empty. Maybe he's getting his lunch now. Cafeteria then! I sprint through the school hallways, already familiar with the layout, looking for the drug dealer. The colorful crowd in the lunch line makes it difficult to pick Reed out, so I have to carefully scan the room. I finally spot the pink raptor at the end of the queue, tray in hand and incriminating evidence in his back. The world must be fucking with me since I'm the one currently carrying a mini cartel in a backpack. Reed! The stoner drummer turns my way as I try to calmly as possible to approach him. What up, my guy? I give the backpack a bump, causing all the dubious glassware within to clink. Think you got my backpack, Reed. Huh? Was wondering why this felt lighter. He holds out my backpack to me. Here you go, man. We trade backpacks. I'm careful to hand his over while simultaneously examining mine still within his grip. It doesn't look like he opened it at all, but thank fuck. Why are you so worried about the bag, man? Shit, fuck. Because... Don't bring up a heart fuck. Thank you, dumb fuck. There's gotta be something you can say. I owe you a fruit basket. My lunch card. I wouldn't have been able to get my lunch without it. Oh, fuck, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. What? New kid in school and you need the lunch card? Do you, want to hang with us? You look like the lonely type. Fuck, no. Nah, I'll be good. I just needed my... Come on, bro. I'll introduce you to the whole band. You don't have to. You know, reward your good deed with a good deed. What? I'll be like your first friend, Anon. What? Yeah, man. I appreciate it, but you know, you worried about Trish, bro. Yeah, she can be a bit rough, but she's great. Isn't she on a crusade to assault anyone that laughed at your concert? Oh yeah, she does that sometimes. Don't worry about it. It's fine for you to be worried. You'll see, she's plenty nice. Maybe I was a bit quick to judge. See, there's Trish now. Well, she's currently not goring somebody. Oh, hey, Reed. Sorry, gonna have to return that crowbar a bit later than I promised. Also, I got vengeance on another one of those jerks. Those aren't related, right? Who's asking? I need to get out of here. Well, Reed, thank you for talking. I'll just be on my way. Hold on, man. Trish just got here. Reed, what's all this about? Anon here and I had a little mix-up. Anyway, he was a total bro about it. And he's like super poor and stuff. How poor? You know that lunch card thing they advertise on the school brochures? Ball. Show her, Anon. I'd rather not. Oh my goodness, you poor soul! Literally, even. So I figured, why not be a bro back to him? Like, be his legit welcome committee. I appreciate the thought, but, I should really be going right about now. Bye. Oh, Fang, what took you so long today? Why me? Yo, is that a nut? What's he doing here? No, it's the other new human transfer student with the dress sense of Rex Luthor. Oh, good. Even a off-brand DC led. Hey, Fang, good to see you again. Well, lunch's almost over, so, well, he's poor. Like, super poor. How poor? You know those lunch cards they have the posters near the principal's office? Wow, that is hilariously depressing. I hate everyone here. I agree with you. Anyways, that doesn't answer my question of why the skinny loser is here. Man, Anand's like a total bro, and I'm his first friend, and we're gonna be rock ring buddies for the rest of the school year. Then, like, he'll be my business partner, and we'll sell enough goods to get half the country high and, like, fuck narcs and fuck the IRS, too. Yeah, these are exactly the people I would try to avoid. Trish? The morons swap backpacks and now they're best friends or something? Yeah, that. And now I'm gonna go grab my lunch so we can all grab some together. Well, Reed is a good judge of character. Is he? Didn't you already grab your lunch, Reed? Yeah, what seconds, man? What? I look at Reed's tray and see that it's completely empty. Rock, Halo. I would say it's late, but it's only midnight. And I have been going for 5 hours. Oh boy. When did you... How? Come on, man. I've got a mean case of the munchies. I end up walking to get food with Trish, Reed, and Fang. Every time I consider ditching them, Reed says...
That reminds me, this show has always reminded me of a sardine.
Why?
It's a little fishy.
This is a completely other aside. But I'm just taking a look at my overlay, my OBS stuff. It says Snoot Game has 4 viewers currently, and I've got 5. So something's not updating. Or I'm drawing attention from the wider Snoot Game community. That seems weird to me. Every time I consider ditching them, Reed says or does something to keep me with the band. Fuck my life.
Oh, wow. Look, there's a bag full of fruit
I'm able
and
to hold the
vegetables
makings
up
of a
here.
conversation with Reed, but it feels like I'm
Statler
talking to
and Waldorf were
space.
thinking of throwing a party.
Well, this much food won't go very far.
Well, they only wanted to throw it as far as the stage.
Oh, for sure.
Trish was listening while we made our way to the lunchroom, but was more focused on our talk with Fang. What do you mean my halter top is out right now? I haven't noticed a difference. I'm telling you, the next thing is going to be leotards. No, fuck that. I would never wear something that retarded. As for Reed... So, you play video games, right? Yeah, I got a couple consoles and a toaster of a PC. Only X-Rocks. Battlesars is sick. Packy Station has a better lineup overall. But I like Stony games are all lame. Like, just movies lame. You can't prove that. I can. Huh? Get your phone out, man. Look up LW_29ZNPKill. How did you say that out loud? Just look it up, man. I love that's a great that is a great call. That is a good line. What's the harm? I'm gonna regret this. Maybe not, but it did open up another trailer in YouTube, which is nice. A little bit of cross promotion. Good use on that. Pretty hilarious, right? For context, what is this? A shitty Netsticks cartoon knockoff? So was that the sequel or spoilers? Snoot Game was a parody of Goodbye Volcano High, and they added that to joke on it because it was a really bad trailer and the game is horrid. Ah, okay. Well then. In a funny way, yeah. It's funny, I'm like, X-Rocks is better anyways. You see the whole lineup they had prepared for. Reed devolves into his rant about console differences. I thought he was just an airhead, but I totally can't get a read on this guy. Well, anyways, the lunch lines aren't going to get any shorter. We should hurry and pick one. Once we all got our food, we stand around chatting a bit more outside the line. Trish and Fang babble to each other about their daily activities all through the lunch line. Reed, on the other hand, has pulled out a tablet from his backpack to show me something. So, like, you know we got a band, yeah? Yeah, Trish brought it up earlier and all. Check it. I've been recording our practices. Fang and Trish both look at me expectantly. Fuck shit, okay. You can do this. Cool, let me see. Even though the poor recording quality, I can see and hear just how atrocious the band is. I bite back the grimace threatening to come out as I give the video my full attention. Well, we're great, right, Anon? It's, certainly original. I know, right? But why two basses? Fang glances at me from the side. Weird. It's our style. I see. What do I say here? I only give feedback on games I haven't played. I only give feedback on games I haven't played, not music.
What do you suppose they call that? A novelty act?
I don't know, but it wasn't too bad.
Well, that's a novelty.
Sentient alert! Sentient alerts! Okay, this could possibly be interpreted as intelligent. This could actually might be construed as vague. And this is just jackassery. Oh boy, avant-garde musicians. I might view jackassery as being the being the inside joke that's so clever. Vague would probably get you kicked in the nuts. And this is just gonna get them being like, fuck, you don't know what you're talking about. Where's my D6s? Am I just gonna have to frickin' roll dice on this whole thing? Anything to get it to get out of my ears. Why don't I have better dice that aren't, like, held in boxes that I need to dig out? Hello, what is this? Oh, I opened the save slot. It's not for elite. No, that's not dice. That's a different game mechanic. D6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. The three stop in their tracks and look back at me. Did I actually get it right? I think I messed up. How could you tell? Jeez, man, you got the ears of a bat. Just something I picked up? How did I wander ass backwards into the exact... I didn't know you knew about that sort of thing, Anon. Yo, next time we have a concert...
Oh, wow! Look, there's a bag full of fruits and vegetables up here.
Perchance Statler and Waldorf were thinking of throwing a party.
Well, this much food won't go very far.
Well, they only wanted to throw it as far as the stage.
Oh, for sure.
Living alerts again. Yo, next time we have a concert, you gotta come along. Maybe. Trish glowers at me warily. I don't know. Maybe if he actually talked about himself for once. Nope, nuh-uh, no way, abort. Yeah, man, go ahead. None of us are judging. I'm not, at least. Well... Oh, fuck! Sorry, Anon, we gotta bail. That means one of two things. The principal showed up, or the brother and Naomi showed up. Man, was it Nevin? Navarre? Yeah. They're already gone. I've already forgotten his name. Nasser! That was it. Pretty impressive how fast they can move even when their hands full. What could have made them run like that? Anon! Yep. Naomi and Nasser. Oh. I turn around to see Nasser and Naomi approaching, food in hand. I knew we'd find you here with the others, Anon. Shame they ran off. Why do they do that? Her shrill, goody-goody, sugary voice is piercing through the chatter of the lunchroom. I don't want to reply if it means hearing more of her voice. Wasn't that Nasser your sister? How wonderful that you're making friends, Anon. Tell me everything. What were you and Fang talking about? I want to know all about it. Oh, help me, God. I just can't catch a break. I just want to go home. But there's still half a day to go. Hey, Anon, you, seem kind of low energy. Are you alright? The Anon you were trying to reach is currently having an existential meltdown. Please leave your left message after the scream. Okay. Aw, he's just thrilled to make new friends. Yeah, man, good on you. You're quite the extrovert. No, I'm not. I am legitimately railroaded into these situations as if it's like some sort of like narrated visual novel. I'm mentally screaming. I swear I just want to get out and never come back. Was that really my sibling? Oh, wait. Was that really my sibling you were hanging with? Fang and her friends. Yeah, strange group, I know. Also,
I'll say. They're not that bad once you get to know them.
colorful folk, I know. No. I mean, they. Fang. Uh-huh. Sure hope so. Seems I'm gonna be her lab partner for the rest of the year. Whoa. Naomi pauses for a second.
Honestly, they're just gonna go through a phase, man.
Honestly, they're just going through a phase, man. Yeah, that phase includes rants about non-binarism? Fang hit you with that, too.
What a great opportunity for real friendship, Anon. I'm so happy for you.
I'm gonna come out and say this right now. Okay. Nasser's a bro. Reed is just along for the ride 9 times out of 10. Fang is terribly confused. Naomi and Trish are the actual bad apples of the group. Trish for being overly vehement for her positions, and so like encouraging Fang to explore that non-binary-ish, and Naomi just for being a far too bubbly people pleaser that she ends up pleasing nobody. That's just what I'm thinking. Anyway, maybe we'll get through the end of the day and then call it.
If there's anything Fang needs in these trying times, it's a new friend to talk to.
I don't know about that. And you know how they is, right?
I would love it if you tried. Nasser would appreciate it.
Would he? Whoa, calm down, boo. That's not how it works, and I don't think... The bell's loud sound rings on our ears. A rush of relief and dopamine overcame me. I'm free. We'll talk later, Anon. I'll have to keep my eye on you, though.
Oh, don't worry, Nasser. I know Anon is a good character.
What is she talking about? You know what? It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Only useful thing I learned all day. I guess I'll have to go now. See you around. Interesting view and take. We'll simply have to see, won't we? I get the distinct impression that I probably hit that a little close, how you're representing that. But I could very well be wrong. Be a little nicer, Anon. Ask if you need anything. I'll help you out.
Oh, I'll hold you on that one. Just you wait.
Nice. Now you'll never get them off your back. Congratulations. Hey, take it easy, man.
Come, Nasser. You have a very busy day today.
Oh, sure. See ya. One week later. Honestly, it's math. Bane of retards and lazy intellectuals alike. There we go. Honestly, I think that's simply that's about as good of a place to start at, to stop at. I've been going a little over 2 hours. I did promise you an hour and a half or so, memes. You satisfied for the moment? And you're right, I am kind of
Well, I really like this show tonight.
At these prices, who's gonna
What happened to that
complain?
marathon stream? So much time later, the old narrator died and they had to hire a new one. Ah. Remember that marathon stream? That was was a line I was saying that eventually would be rolled down it. But if nothing else, memes, you did get me invested, so good on you for that. But yeah, like I said a minute ago, a little bit ago, I have been basically going for 5 hours now, so yeah, as I basically started at 7, it's 12:30 now. Glad to hear you're enjoying it so far, but it is just a start and only gets better from here. You know, I will believe that. I can definitely believe that. Yeah, it's always that bag. Anyway, so was it who you? So was it who you expect would be the first in? Yeah, that would be. Was it who you suspected would die first in Tomb of Annihilation? That is a good question. Who did we think was going to die first? I almost thought it was going to be me because I was a frontliner. And I did get eaten by a T-Rex. Well, half eaten by a T-Rex. There we go. Well, you didn't. No, you didn't die per se either. I think he's more talking about. I think he's talking more referring to his character. But yeah, for combat, either me or Kitsu, curiosity for exploration, his. Yeah, that would kind of make sense. Unfortunately, we didn't have Oscillator long enough to get a good read on that character. But, you know, stuff happens. And unless we run into more gelatinous cubes, I think Sin is going to be a sticker. When will you continue? That is a good question. How about this for an answer then, memes? After D&D. After Tomb of Annihilation, I'll split the track again, and I'll do another hour or so after D&D for that. How about that? Make it a Wednesday thing? I work then, you bastard. How things went at the start with all the bad omens, like getting hit in the head by a runaway water barrel. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Well, that's a thing. That's a thing, memes. Unsure what your work schedule is, and mine also works nights. Like, I took today off specifically so I could do the finals, and then do this, and have it be all nice and easy. And I can't just up and take a day off every other week. I certainly have the hours. Don't get me wrong. I have more than enough hours. Pre-work stream. That's entirely a possible thing, too. That way you can't go long since you have to work. That's a good point, actually. When is a good time? Actually, here's a thought. How about this? How about this? Since I did it tonight, how about next Friday? Do you work Friday? You probably work Friday. You do. Okay, cool. So not Friday then. Fuck him. Friday through Sunday, 5 to 5. Okay. All the good times that I have for that are on... Well, you know, in that case, maybe I'll just make it a Wednesday thing then. Maybe I will just make it a Wednesday thing. Like Wednesday pre-work stream. Sure. We'll make it a Wednesday pre-work stream until I get through the whole thing and we figure out and I find out what ending I get and how right I am with my initial estimations of these characters. Yeah, well, sure. This can't possibly have been like a... You and Digi couldn't have possibly contrived that, because this is almost too perfect, dude.
What are we waiting for?
For it to get tacky.
A lot of golds
We're
today.
another first on this show.
How's that?
Well, it's the first time we've had to wait for it to get tacky.
Well, alright, so sure, we'll do it. Sure, no collusion. All right, fair enough. Just Digi said it at random and it worked out for that video you sent me then. All right then. All right, sure, fine. I'll go for about an hour here on hour and a half on Wednesdays until we get through this. You said it wasn't all that long, so it probably wouldn't be all that bad. Or take all too long. So I'll just put this on the pile of things to upload. Alright. So, how about that then? Sounds good to you, memes? We'll finish this on Wednesdays, D&D every other Saturday. Sunday. Don't forget to show the thing that I sent you. Oh yeah, sure, that's right. Okay, hang on. React. Window capture. No, not... Open it in browser, because... I wish I could more effectively resize it. If you want to go earlier or any other time, just let me know and let you know if I can pop in. Fair enough, memes. Fair enough. Alright, 1 second. Just need to bleep. There it is. Pull the lever, Kronk! Wrong lever! Yeah. You absolutely can hear that. Oh boy. What a thing. What a thing. That's so funny. Alright. Okay. Well then. That's the case then. Close that. With that, I would think that that's a good place as any to stop, because I basically did. This does have some good music, though, I will not lie. The Zelda remix caught me off guard, but it did not fit. Yeah, this has been an enjoyable game so far. Thank you for the recommendation, memes. Even if it came with months of whip cracking and peer pressure. But yeah, this has been a fun game. Nah, it's been a long day for streams, too. 2 Blood Bowl games and this. Alright, well, nonetheless, with that, I suppose I will, like, for all of you guys still hanging around and watching this has been a lot of fun. Thank you for enjoying and heckling me throughout this entire experience. And at some point, and I guess next week, we will come back to this. And then there's D&D. Wait a minute. What is the 24th? Yeah, D&D on the 24th, because it was just here's hoping that my work does 5 10s instead of 6 10s for peak. Yeah, here's hoping, dude. Here's hoping. Saturday I got this D&D. And I have this set so I don't have back-to-back D&Ds on Saturday, Sunday. We got a week in between that. So D&D was on the 10th. In-store D&D is on 16th. Next game is the 24th. Okay, cool. Anyway, so with that, again, thank you guys for hanging around, chatting, sharing great funny pics like that, and just enjoying the game. And in the meantime, depending for all that stuff that's coming up later, I will hope to see you in the next game, whatever that may be. Have a good, not for us to do every Sunday in the new year for D&D. Oh Christ, I hope not. So yeah, have a good rest of your day. And we gotta turn that on. I go to this, because it's actually I don't need to do the cringe close for this. So I can just turn this on, and then this, and we'll do it.
10 or 11 miles away.
Have a good rest of your night, all.
You are gullible. Some people can't take a joke. No need to get testy.